Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. This is going to be a tutorial on this look that I have right here, and I'm going to be using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I literally went first thing this morning. There's a Morphe store at one of the malls near me, so I went there and I purchased it. I was the first one there. Well, actually no, there was like 3 or 4 people there. I got there like right at 10 o'clock and there was already like some people standing outside, and we went in and we like all went straight for these palettes. They were like right in the front of the store, and I was just so excited. And I just think that this palette is so gorgeous. Like, look at those colors. So I'm really excited to be trying this palette out on camera, and wait till the end if you guys want to know my thoughts on this palette and all of that. But if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so here I am with the palette. I'm so excited. This is her promo pic, and I think she's so pretty. So we're going to go into the palette. I'm going to start off with the shade Lolly Mama, and I'm just going to take that through the crease and kind of just buff it out really nicely in that crease. And this is going to kind of be our transition shade for this look. Alright, now I'm going to go back into the palette and take the shade Therapy Sesh, and I'm going to use that very lightly right underneath where we placed that Lolly Mama shade, and just blend that out and bring a little bit more of a purpley tone to that crease. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Not My Journey, which is this gorgeous vibrant purple shade, and I'm going to use that as our outer corner color. Just taking like a fluffy, almost like a mix between a defining crease brush and a pencil brush, and just using that to really blend out that shade and work it into our outer corner and up into the crease. Then I'm going to switch back to our initial crease brush and use that to blend out everything and make sure it's nice and seamless. Now I'm going to go in with the P. Louise makeup base, and I'm going to use that to carve out my crease. So I'm just using a really flat shader brush, and I'm just going to take that makeup base and really carve out about 2/3 of my lid so that we have a nice clean canvas for the shimmer to go on top of. Alright, now I'm going to take the shade A Moment, which is a shimmery, pinky, purpley type of shade. And I'm just going to place that right where we put down that base. And I'm just going to use a shader brush and really pack on the color. It might be a little bit more vibrant if you go in with your finger, but because of my nails, I tend to use a brush, and it worked out just fine, but do you boo-boo. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Stay True, and this is going to give it a little bit of warmth, almost a little bit of dimension to that outer crease color. I don't know, I felt like it just gave it a little bit more of a pop. I really liked how it looked. Now I'm going to put my lashes on, and these are the Lashes in a Box number 31 lashes, and I really like the way these look. So I'm just going to pop them on real quick, and then we'll move on to the rest of the face. Alright, now moving on to priming our face, I'm going to take the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control Primer and just really focus that on the T-zone, and then take whatever is left out towards the outer part of my face. Then I'm going to take this Catrice Baking and Setting Loose Powder, and I'm going to use this like Jackie Aina method that I saw and kind of just place this where I get super oily. It's a very thin type of powder, so it's just going to kind of help to keep my face from getting too oily throughout the day. Now going in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade Caramel, and I'm going to just apply that with a microfiber brush from MAC around my face. I've been really liking this type of brush lately. This one specifically, I think it's a MAC 156, I want to say. I might be wrong, but I'll put it right here on the screen if I'm wrong about the number. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and buff out my foundation using that brush, and we'll keep on moving on with this video. Now I'm going to go in with this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer, and this was my first time using it, and I was actually really impressed. I remember at the end of the night when I was taking off my makeup, really noticing how matte and smooth my under eyes looked. I am definitely a fan, but I definitely need to use it more as well because I've only really used it that one time, but from that first time using it, I was impressed, and I can say that I did like the concealer, so we'll let you know if that opinion changes. Now I'm going to go in with the number 7 translucent powder. I'm just going to use that to set everywhere I place a concealer. So underneath my eyes, down my nose, right in between my brows, and on my chin. These are just the places that I tend to get most oily. Sides underneath my eyes, that just needs to be set with the powder, but the other places right down the side of my face is where I tend to get the most oily, so I really like to set it down with the powder to ensure that it doesn't get too oily throughout the day. Now going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Collection by Huili Huang, and I'm going to take the Sunset Bronzer shade, and I'm just going to use that to kind of bronze and contour my face. Now I'm going to go with that translucent powder and kind of cut right underneath that bronzer. And this is just going to kind of sharpen up that line and really make it more defined. Going back into that palette, I'm going to take the blush in the shade Wildflower and just apply that to my cheeks. Now we're going to go ahead and set that face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray Weightless. And finally for the face, I'm taking this Believe Beauty Trio and just taking that highlight shade and using that to highlight my face. Now for the under eyes, I'm going to go in with that Lolly Mama shade, and I'm going to place that right underneath my eyes, right in the under part of my eye. Then going back in with that purple shade, and I'm just going to kind of define my under eye with this shade. And for a little pop of color, I'm going to take the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Puppy and just place that on my waterline. Then I'm going to go in with the shade My Man from that palette, and it's going to be a pop of color in that inner corner to kind of match that pop of color on the waterline. And the shade is so vibrant, I swear, oh, it's so gorgeous. So moving on to the lips, I'm going to take this Milani lip liner in the shade Cafe au Lait and just line my lips. Then I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Just a Tint Lip Crayon in Rise and Shine and go right over that liner. And to top it all off, I'm going to take this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy and just add a little bit of shine to the lips. Alright, so this is the final look. Hopefully you guys liked it. I think that this palette is so amazing. I wanted to go in with the colorful shades just because I felt like, I mean, it wouldn't be doing the palette justice if I came on and the first thing I did was like a neutral like look, even though you can totally do a neutral look. My favorite color just by the look of it is this color. Just looks so gorgeous. I feel like that's gonna be like my favorite shade, and that is the shade G Money. But as far as like bright looks, I think Therapy Sesh is such a gorgeous shade. That's this one right here, this purple. Honestly, I feel like all the colors were super pigmented. You can see the color and the vibrancy of these shadows. They blended out very, very easily. I don't think I had any issues with any of the colors. They were all really, really nice. I know a lot of people have like their thoughts about JACLYN Hill. Some people hate her. Some people are like, you know, I don't want to be associated with her. I'm not buying her stuff. And hey, that is totally your right. It's your money. Decide what you want to do with it. I personally just am against people, if you hate her, like feeling the need to be mean or negative towards her. Like if you hate somebody, walk away from that person. Like I've never in my life thought, I hate this person, let me go online and talk shit about them and talk trash about them. And like you obviously, like there's something in your brain that is like you're obsessed with that person. Honestly, like if you really did not like somebody, you wouldn't want to be around them. You wouldn't want to see their face. You wouldn't want to see any content from them. But the fact that you are hating this person but you're going on their stuff and always talking shit and always doing all that, like it's like just calm down, like relax. This girl is literally human. I understand if you don't like somebody, fair game, like that is your complete choice, but what is the point of being negative about it? Like what's the point of going on someone's social media and trash talking them and being so negative? Like why would you want to have that impact on someone's life? If you're not with the shit with that person, just walk away, like block them, be away from their stuff. Like honestly, it's so much easier. But I don't know where that came from, but honestly, I like JACLYN Hill. I think that, yeah, there are some things that are kind of weird and shady. I don't know the full story. I don't claim to know the full story. I don't really care to know the full story, honestly. I hope that her intentions are good and pure and what she says is what she means. I know I've seen videos of people saying like, oh, you know, she's doing all this for sympathy and this and that and the other. Like, whatever. Like, I want to take what she says to, like, for what it is. You know, I want to take what she says as what it is. I'm not going to go off of other people's assumptions and stuff like that, but to each their own. Form your own opinions. You know, I don't know her personally, so I can't make a personal opinion about her, honestly. So at the end of the day, I like her makeup. I think her palettes are bomb. This palette is no different than the very first palette, which is one of my favorite palettes. So you know, opinions aside of what you think about her, the palette itself is really, really good. And if you like her and you want to support her, or you just are interested in the palette, I say go ahead and get it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I don't think that it's going to be anything that you're regretting purchasing. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the palette, and honestly my thoughts on JACLYN Hill. I am a fan of hers. I like her. I watch her videos. I follow her on her social medias. And, you know, if y'all have a negative opinion of her, that's y'all's opinion. So, yeah, stay positive, guys. Hopefully, if you guys are not fans of her, that you kind of just ignore her. You know, don't be that type of person that when you are not a fan of somebody or you hate somebody that you feel the need to express it, because honestly, you really don't need to express your hatred for somebody. Or you know what I mean? Like, just hate them and go, you know, just hate them by ignoring them and not supporting them. That's honestly the best thing that you can do. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more content from me. And I really do appreciate you guys staying around here and watching my videos and hanging out on my channel with me. I appreciate it, and I just wanted to let you know that. So thank you so, so much. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.